Hey guys, this is Kailash. I am the founder and director at Morpheus Consulting. Today we're going to be talking about a franchise model, at Morpheus Consulting. So before we go ahead and talk about the franchise, I just want to give you a little introduction about Morpheus if you haven't heard about this company. We started this company in 2007 and we started the franchising model in 2010. We were actually the first few people to start off a franchising concept in a recruitment/HR industry. So we really had to set the benchmarks right, and I can tell you for a fact that we did that. We've placed more than 35,000 people. We have presence in India, in Middle East, and in Southeast Asia as well. We've serviced more than 2,000 plus clients, and we have serviced more than 80 plus cities all across the globe. Our internal database of candidates that we have interacted goes beyond 7 lakhs. So you can understand that the kind of touch points we've done. This is to give you a brief about Morpheus, but to talk about in terms of the franchise model, let me take you through it. So what really we expect as a franchisor and a franchisee is something that I'm going to share. So as a franchisor, what you can expect from our end is that we're going to give you clients. So the entire business development exercise is going to be taken care by us. So no online or offline marketing is expected out of us because we have a team actually delivering on that. Plus we have a legacy of more than 15 years of being in the industry. So it's a lot more easier for us to ask for business because we do have credentials to support that. Secondly, the client coordination is done by us in terms of feedback, interviews, anything to do with that, we are taking care of it. In terms of payments and collection, everything is done centrally. So, the taxes in terms of GST, invoicing, collection, everything is done by us. In terms of even the candidate database, we are going to be providing you with that. So you don't have to worry anything in terms of, okay, I've got the requirements, I know I need to work on it. How do I close these positions? So I'm going to give you the database for that as well. Now, what is that we expect from you? We're going to give you requirements to work. So we expect you to be, making sure that, you do the due diligence in terms of filtering the candidates and, screening them, doing the telephonic interviews and uploading it on our internal software. The best part about this software is that, you don't have to have a manual intervention for anything. You will see all our requirements posted, over there at the software. And based on that, you can choose the positions you want to work on. And you can add a candidate that you find or you feel is relevant. And if that candidate gets shortlisted or rejected, whatever is the update, you'll have the update coming on the software itself. So everything is done automated. We've worked really hard to create this system, and it's been 12 years of us using this application. The best part, it's completely web-based. You don't have to download anything in terms of software on your laptop or a desktop. It's on the go. You can be traveling, you can be anywhere in the world, and you can still do this work. So coming to the next expectation in terms of, do we expect you to be in an office space or do we expect you to have a commercial entity? No, nothing like that. You can just have a laptop, internet, and a phone line connection, and you can be sitting in Goa or in Himachal or Manali, wherever it is. You can be doing this from the comfort of your timeline. So this is the expectation in terms of as a recruiter what we want you to do. What happens in terms of the billing? All right. So for example, if we have a candidate referred by you and he's been shortlisted by the client, a typical billing scenario is 8.33%, which is nothing but a 1 month salary. And that is the revenue that we share. Now, the taxation, the invoicing, everything is taken care by us. Sorry. But what you have to ensure that, the hand holding is done by your end. Like, we are coordinating with the client and candidate, but it's imperative that, you be in touch with your own candidate. And if there are any red flags, do let us know. If you're from the industry in terms of recruitment and HR, best. You can do this job from day one. It's a plug and play environment. But if you're not, that's fine as well. I mean, I come from a banking background, to be very honest. So it's nothing really rocket science. It takes, few days of training, which will handhold you through it. We will make you understand as to how it works. And if you have even few years of experience, which is, in different industries, that's great. We will, fine tune this entire thing, and you'll be in on autopilot mode maybe in 2 or 3 weeks. So that is the advantage. We work with close to 14 sectors, and IT, non-IT both. We don't do BPO or high attrition industries. We predominantly focus on the old economy sectors, manufacturing, engineering, chemical, but also 40% of our business is new age business. In terms of the fintech, e-commerce or startups, we're able to balance that equation, and we're able to make sure that our revenue comes in from diversified portfolios, so that tomorrow if one sector goes down, we're not dependent on that sector. What we really expect you to understand that this is not really a bank fixed deposit or a stock market where everything will happen on its own. You will have to give time to this business. You will have to work hard for this. That's the only way this business will pay you back. And in fact, thoda patience bhi zaruri hai, because let's say for example today you talk to a candidate. He's not going to join tomorrow. He'll have a notice period. Then he will join the company. We will offer credit period to a client. So the first 60 to 90 days is always going to be crucial, where you handhold, but the payment takes time. So maybe your first payment could be expected in the 90 to the 120-day cycle, but after that it's a rotational thing. The second month candidate will come in the fifth month. So the first 3-4 months you need to have that patience. More importantly, it's the commitment towards the whole project that we really expect to see. And you could even break even in maybe 7 to 8 months. I'm talking about including your own salary and the investment that you've done in terms of the franchise model. So the home-based franchise is 50,000 plus the GST, and it's a one-time non-refundable fee, because we invest heavily into our infrastructure, like how we set the software, and we have the database that we're buying. All of these will have an upfront cost, which we need to make sure that we are able to cater to when we give you the model. If we don't have that, the technology end, then we would not be able to service the way we think would be up to an expected level. So 50,000 is for a home base, and 1 lakh is for commercial, because we actually train your team as well. We help you in hiring as well. We give you a certain kind of stationery and things like that. So there's a different kind of models. We initially recommend people that you start off with the home base, and you can always upgrade and pay the difference. But if you want to start off commercial, minimum 4 people would be required to start off this model. I believe I've covered, the gist of what exactly is this model all about. And, we've been doing this for a long time now. I mean, we've been in the industry for more than 15 years. We featured on BBC, Singapore News Asia. We've been invited to a lot of forums. We've been awarded by a lot of franchising companies. The idea here is that we want anyone, who wants to be an entrepreneur for the first time, whether it's someone who's sitting at home, someone who wants to have a second revenue coming in, because these unpredictable COVID times have definitely taught us that, we need to have a consistency in terms of our revenue or income. So I will be able to provide you that option, because you don't really have to have an investment other than, the first franchise fees, because the phone line and the internet already exists. Your laptop does exist. So there's no, ongoing investment. The initial contract is for the first 3 years, and after that I renew it for free of cost. So that means it's a one-time investment as well. So, I don't think so I can talk more about this, because I think I've laid out all the, the possibilities in terms of our expectation and what you should expect from us. And if you're interested, then definitely connect back with us, or in terms of a number which is given below, or you can email back on franchise@mhc.co.in. So looking forward to working with you guys.